The biggest expense of running any new car is depreciation, but here at the Used Car Roadshow we firmly believe if you buy the right used car at the right price you can run it depreciation free for a year. And today's offering is a car that's as happy in the great outdoors as it is in the urban jungle. And this is this week's nomination. It's the Smart Roadster. Now, Smart was the brainchild of Mercedes-Benz. They wanted to build some tiny, tiny little city cars to complement the massive cars that they sell all over Europe. But unfortunately, Smart as a brand has never made Mercedes-Benz any money at all. In fact, it's hemorrhaged money all the way along. So by the time this car came out, the Smart Roadster, in 2003, it was already destined to be a bit of a mayfly because this car only went into production for 3 years, which I think is a massive shame because I think it's a very pretty little car indeed. Now, little it is, and little of course means light, so it doesn't need a huge amount of power. Around the back here, a tiny little engine. It's got a 3-cylinder 700cc engine at the back. And when you look inside, there's just about enough space to put your laptop and a pair of sunglasses. But Smart are quite clever. They realise people need a bit more luggage space, so they give us that right down the front here. Now that engine at the back produces 80 brake horsepower, which means this car does 0 to 60 in about 13 seconds, top speed around 120 miles an hour. What's great about these cars though is a 6-speed Tiptronic gearbox. You can either put it into kind of manual mode and shift using the gear stick, or you can use the flappy paddles on the side of the steering wheel, or you can leave it in auto and listen to your favourite tunes and kind of relax. Now this particular one, it's got the sport pack on it. It means you get the electric roof, get the flappy paddle gear change, and also these really nice 16-inch alloys. You can get bigger alloys. They do a 17-inch Brabus on it, but the cars that I've driven with those tend not to handle too well. They tend to tramline and the ride quality's compromised a little bit. But what's a car like this worth? Well, this particular one was one of the very first right-hand drive ones in the UK. So it's registered 2003 on a 53 plate. It's done 35,000 miles from new, and including the sport pack, it would have cost you around £14,000. But today, you could pick one of these up for around £6,500. The other good news is that I've spoken to the owner. He can insure this fully comp for a whole year for about 450 quid, and no matter how hard he drives it, he can't get it to do less than 45 miles to the gallon. But my prediction is that these cars are so rare and so desirable that in the next 12 months, that figure of £6,500 ain't gonna budge a penny. This really is an example of free motoring, and one that I think truly rocks.
I like to put my fingers on you.